Hello, my name is Zach, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to share files among different devices using the Mac Share File menu options. Now, the first thing you're going to do is open System Preferences. You're going to want to go to the Sharing tab, which is in the third column all the way at the end. And then you're going to want to go to the File Sharing tab. Now, up here, it should say your name and then MacBook Pro or MacBook Air or Mac Mini or whatever you have. And then that's the way you'll access the thing. Now, I've changed it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just to make it simpler to do. Now, if you're going to access, what you want to do is right here where it says shared folders, you're going to want to add a folder. I'm going to pick this folder on my desktop called Share, and that is going to be my shared folder. Okay, now what I'm going to do is right here it says Zach McKenzie, that's me, and I can read and write because I am the administrator. Now everyone else can read only, but you can change those settings if you want. Now if you're going to access on a Mac, first thing you're going to do is you need to go to Finder, then you have to go to Go, and then all the way at the bottom, connect to a server. Now my thing's named 12345.local, and right here you need to type AFP : //. Now this is the Apple file protocol, and that is how you access servers on Macs. Now if you're going to access them on a iOS device or a PC, then the protocol is different, and I will tell you how to do that later. But if you click connect, it'll just try to access it. Oops, forgot to turn it on. That would help. Actually, I'm going to just cancel and make it try again because it wasn't on when I started. Now mine's going to give me an error message that says cannot access because the folder's on your own device. Oh, I see the problem. Now, you know how I said that you're trying to connect with AFP, the Apple file protocol? Currently I only have SMB enabled. Now if you're going to connect on Macs, you need to have this box checked. Connect share files using AFP. If you're trying to connect on Windows and iOS devices, you also need this one checked. If you don't really know what you're doing, you can just check both of them. In the end, it'll be fine. Now that I have both of these file protocols enabled, I can go to Finder finally and do this correctly. Go to connect to server and then connect, and see now it gives me the message there was a problem connecting because the server is available on your own computer. You can't access the volumes locally. Now, this is how you connect on a Mac. If you're trying to connect on Windows, there's a bit more of a problem. Well, not a problem, but it's a bit more involved. What you have to do is go to Users and Groups, and then you have to create a user you have to first go into Users and Group and then unlock your access to the users files, and then you're going to need to create a user which is made for sharing only. You can name it whatever you want, the account name can be whatever you want, you don't need a password, but I'd recommend you have one. Now I have made one called Share1, and this is what I use on my iOS device and my PC to connect to the folder. Now to do what you do next is you go back to sharing, and then you have to go to options, and then right here it says Share1 is on. You need to make sure that that is on, and then you go here to this add right here, and then you're going to want to add Share1 to access. Now you can give it whatever access you want it to have, read and write, just read, and just for you who don't know what that means, read and write means it can look at the files and change the files and put in new files, but read only means it can only look at the files, it can't do anything else. Now, I'm the administrator, so I have both access capabilities, but on this one, it can only read. Now, next what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to connect on a Windows device. to do this, you're going to want to click the Windows key and R at the same time. And then it should open a menu that looks something like this. And then what you're going to want to type is, let me open a text edit for you. You're going to want to type if it would only load. Okay, well, while I try to get that open, what you're going to want to type is backslash, backslash, okay, so you're going to type backslash, backslash, and then local, or whatever you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What, and then what, well, that's where I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is whatever your computer is called right here. And then dot local. And then you click enter. And then when you do that, it will open a menu that asks you for a username and a password. Now that username should be whatever you named that user. And the password is whatever you made the password to be. Now mine is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the username is share1. Now that is how you connect on Windows. Now if you're going to connect on an iOS device, what you want to do is get this app right here called File Explorer Free. I will have the link in the description to this app. Now you're going to want to open it, and then you're going to want to add, and then you're going to click on Mac OS X, and then on display name, you can make that whatever you want. So I'm just going to type Zach's Mac, and then the host name IP, that is whatever you made the access on. Ooh, this actually might be incorrect. Sorry, nope, you do. You click on the plus, and then you do click Mac OS X. I apologize for that. And then under display name, you want to type Mac. And then for the host name / IP, you're going to want to type AFP : // and then either your IP, which is this right here, or this right here. Now I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dot local because it's easier. And then what you're going to want to do is leave this here, leave everything, except when you get down to here, under username, type share1, and then under password, make it whatever your password is. Now, mine you can actually see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is available on the neighborhood, on the network neighborhood, but they don't always show up. So if they don't, fill in the fields how I told you, but if it does, you can just click on it, and then you're going to want to connect to as a registered user. Then it'll ask for the login and the password, which mine is share1, and then I think it's a bunch of ones, and then click save and log in. Oop, that might be the incorrect password. Let me see. Is that it? Okay, well, having some technical difficulties here. I believe it's just, I have my password wrong. So let me reset the password here. Okay, I just changed the password to 8 ones. Okay, I just changed the password. Let's see if it works now. There we go. And then it lets me access the share folder, but there's nothing inside of it, so it is empty. That is how you access it on an iOS device. And then every time you open the app from now on, it should show up right here. That is how you access that folder. Now that is all I'm going to show you today. I've showed you how to access this on a iOS device, showed you how to access on Windows. and I've showed you how to access it on Mac. This isn't a very hard thing to do, but you needed some help, and there you go. There's your help. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.